Right, well, you can see I'm in the Maass. I have Maximilian von Spee as the commander, and we're going to go into standard battle. We're in week 3 of the Origin of Wisdom campaign, and we're doing Shakedown Trial number 2, which is torpedo hits. And so the whole idea is to try to get 30 torpedo hits. So that's basically what this match is going to be about. As for Spee, I have him ranked up pretty high to 15.3, and I'm using a double concealment inspiration, and I have him set up basically for torpedoes with subsurface venture and back in stock. Right, we're in neighbors, and you can see each side has 3 destroyers, a bunch of battleships on each side, so this is definitely a good opportunity for a bunch of those torpedo hits that we're looking for. So the Maass is a ship that I've gotten pretty fair results with before. Here you see that I'm reminding myself what the torpedo range is and the main gun range, but I've gotten fairly good results with the Maass. It's one of the few times I've gotten a Kraken has been with the Maass. So it's a ship that is done pretty good whenever I've used it as far as getting torpedo hits. So here I'm just going to take a random shot out into that area over there and hope that I can catch somebody tripping up. And speaking of which, there you see I go right into the battleship right there. So that is not great, but it's a minor inconvenience. And we're going to keep pushing on. I'm looking at the teams here. What I don't realize right now is one of the blue team members, one of the guys on my team, is someone who subscribes to my channel, who I later recognized, and he's given me some helpful information in the past, so it's good to run into somebody out in the battle here. So we're just going to come right out and take a look at this cruiser. And you can see it's in range. He's way out of my detectability range, so he doesn't even see me. And so now I'm going to take a shot with the narrow spread. And there I go with a wide spread, and I'm going to try to catch him with multiple barrage of torpedoes with both spreads. This works out quite well most times, especially against destroyers and even cruisers here, as you're going to see in a second. So there's one hit. That is awesome. He is flooding, so that is great. I strategically run into an island over here. No big deal because I am outside of, he is outside of my detectability range, so he cannot see me at this point. So I'm going to back up and try to make my way out of here. Looks like that cruiser is gone, so he didn't last very long after he got the torpedo hit. So there is a California. Unfortunately, somehow, as luck would have it, he seems to be turning into me. It is not really a great angle. There you can see that even though the intercept point looked like it was going to be okay, he is basically facing me. But here, I'm going to try to take some torpedo shots right at the edge of the island right there and hope that I can get some hits. I'm going to go around the island and try to meet him on the other side and hope for a couple hits, but he's probably accelerating and those torpedoes are probably going to be a big miss. So here we're just going to come out here and wait for the California to pop out from behind the island. Looks like those torpedoes were definitely a miss. He was definitely accelerating, so I had no chance to get him, and now he is several kilometers outside of my range. So now I've got to angle in to try to get him. And you can see we're doing fairly well in the match. We're up a little bit, so this is looking pretty good at the moment. So here I'm just closing in on this guy. I'm afraid if I fire at him, the guns are not really that effective, I don't think. And I have nothing to gain by being spotted at this point. I'm looking for a big element of surprise. So here, this looks like it's a good opportunity for some hits, so I took 2 shots at him. But I think that California basically zigzags all over the place, so I think those torpedoes are not really going to get a hit right there. And I think he's going to start turning away. Here, this Bayern looks like a pretty good opportunity up here, so I'm going to ignore the California for now. Yeah, you can see the California is turning. But the Bayern looks like it is a great opportunity if I can get these shots off. So the Bayern is getting close to my detectability range, so I'm angling away right at the detectability range of 5 kilometers. And there I'm starting to go outside the detectability range, 5.1, 5.2 kilometers. So the torpedoes are almost loaded, and now he's angling toward me. So again, this isn't so great, or it looked like he was. So there, that is a good opportunity. It looks like enough of a broadside where I'm going to take a chance on him. And there I'm spotted by somebody. So I hit the smoke, spotted by the Bayern, definitely within detectability range there. So luckily the smoke is hiding me from the Bayern's detection, visual detection. So I did get a couple hits on him in a flooding, so that is great. But he is steaming right toward me, so I'm going to keep the smoke screen between myself and the Bayern there. And these are fairly quick reloading torpedoes, so my plan is to come around on the other side of the smoke screen with fully loaded torpedoes and take a couple shots at them and hopefully get a destruction. At least that's the plan. And you can see he's within my detection range, but that smoke screen is preventing my detection, so you don't have to be in the smoke screen to stay detected or undetected. So here I'm angling around 15 seconds to the intercept, 14 seconds. This looks great. I don't think the Bayern really has a chance here. So now I am spotted, and 2.5 kilometers. Best I can do is try to angle away from him and hope these torpedoes get him. Those are some big time hits right there. 3 hits and 3 floodings and a destruction. That is awesome. So island right here is a minor inconvenience. At the moment, Tennessee is not paying attention to me, it seems. So I'm going to back up and try to get out of here as best I can, even though I'm surely going to be within his detection range fairly soon. And here you can see that we're way down at the moment, 3 ships to 5. So this is looking really grim at this moment. But we do have a big time smorgasbord of targets here. So now Tennessee, I think, is starting to hit me. He's certainly within my detection range, so the best I can hope for is to just maneuver and get out of the way. And maybe take some shots at him if I can get a good angle on him. So this is looking like this might be an okay angle. It's the best shot that I have. So we're going to see what we can do. I'm close to this island. I'm going to go behind the island for cover. 67,000 damage already with 7 torpedo hits. That is a fairly good score. We're on fire, but it doesn't seem like much of a big deal. Got the island for cover, 2 more torpedo hits and 2 floodings, 84,000 damage. That is awesome. He must have hit his damage con almost immediately.
Problem solved, sir. Engine boost deactivated.
So now I'm over here taking a look at the North Carolina, and you can see that the teams are pretty even right now. Three ships apiece. They have 2 battleships, we have 2 destroyers, and a battleship. So I think the other destroyer is the subscriber that is on my team. He ends up getting a Kraken by the time it's all said and done. So he is really wiping out the red team here.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
So here I'm coming around onto Tennessee. Doesn't really look like there's going to be anything left by the time I get there. And yeah, those torpedoes just completely wipe them out. So that's good for the blue team. So now the match is still even. 2 destroyers versus a destroyer and a battleship. So we're going to go out here and see if we can mop up the rest of the red team. We're ahead by a little bit, even though the red team has more captured areas. They could potentially end up winning the match just on points if we don't get any more captured bases. So I'm just going to come out here and try to intercept the North Carolina as fast as I can. I don't have any more speed boosts, but I do have a smoke, so that may come in handy later on in the match here. Now it looks like the North Carolina is looking to take out my destroyer teammate, and he did. So now it's just myself, the Maass, versus that battleship there. So it's mano a mano. And I think I'm going to have a better opportunity to come around this island here and try to catch him on the other side. 84,000 damage. Destroyed ship. Devastating strike. 9 torpedo hits, 8 floodings. Pretty good match. We're still ahead a little bit, but you can see the red team is gaining. So here, North Carolina is I'm within his detection range. I'm going to hit the smoke and just circle around. This is my escape maneuver number 1. And we're going to hope that those torpedoes do their job, because it's going to be about a minute before my torpedoes reload. So there's 1 hit. And a flooding, 2 hits and a destruction. The match is over with. It was an awesome battle. We did complete a new milestone. I don't believe it was the torpedo hits, though. I think that was for one of the medals I got during the battle. Yeah, so I got a devastating strike and a high caliber medal. So here's the team result. I finished in 2nd place. You can see the Kraken up there on top. That is awesome. My division mate finished in 3rd place. Also had 2 destroyed ships. Well, that's it for this battle with the Maass and all those multiples of torpedo hits. This is the Jaguar, and I'll see you on the high seas. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you like it.